I'm just taking a night ride now. I'm heading over to my friend's house so I could watch some Sons of Anarchy. Just pulled out my camera and said, why don't I talk to you guys? Because you know what? I actually do have something to talk to you guys about. Well, not really talk to you guys, but really just tell you guys.
Monkey on a rebel. 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 I see a monkey rolling down my block. Is it a gang? Does he talk to bangs? I saw a monkey rolling down.
Let's just get out of here. Alright guys, let's talk about it. So it's a night ride and I felt maybe I should just inform you guys of some stories, you know? When I was younger in high school, I had this friend, right? Now, if you guys don't like scary stories, just turn it off right now. I've already got your view log, thanks for the pennies. Anyways, so I was in high school, right? And I would say he was my best friend, probably my only friend at the time, because I went to a school that my friends from junior high did not go to. For some reason, I got marked off. Damn it. Maybe I was going too fast. And now we're in a complete stop. And yes, we are officially in the hood. Usually where I hang out anyways. These are my peoples, until they rob me. But anyways. So I had this friend, right? And I guess he was my really good friend at the time. And he was a really trustworthy guy. Now here's the problem with the story is that I trusted him. And the things he said were, I guess, you know, I believed to be true. And here's one of the things that he said. And that was that he can see ghosts. That he had that extra sensory, the sixth sense, basically, right? He said he can see ghosts. And he swear on everything. I'm pretty sure he sweared on his mama, but he sweared on everything that he could see these fucking ghosts. Okay? He was scaring the shit out of me and stuff. We were in my car and stuff, and he would say stuff like, drive past this graveyard. And there was this graveyard, I don't know what the street was called, Cherry Street or something like that. And he said he'd drive past the graveyard, and then he would fucking point. He goes, I see some over there. What a motherfucker, right? And I'm driving the car as scared as shit. And I don't even believe in ghosts, you know? But I'm giving this guy the benefit of the doubt, which was my downfall because it scared the shit out of me. And then we went down this other street. Okay, this just occurred to me right now that this actually happened, okay? And I don't know if it's because he already knew about it or whatnot, but we went down this street called Rosemead. If you guys lived in the Monterey Park area, you guys know Rosemead, right? The street called Rosemead. This motherfucker behind me is way too close. I'm just gonna go in here. I don't like them fools. Them fools be no good, yo. We taking shortcuts on a motorcycle. I actually beat that truck over here. But anyways, yeah, so we went down Rosemead. Well, I'm gonna go on the freeway right now. Let me give my senses to the freeway before I continue my story. There, I made a dumb voice to lighten the mood a bit for you guys that are scared shitless already for whatever reason. And we're good. We just gotta go on the 35 north. Alright. Back to the lecture at hand. Oh, this is another exit. There we go. We good now? Alright. So we go down this street called Rosemead, right? And there's this lake called Leg Lake. Like your legs. But I think it had 2 G. So it's called Leg Lakes. And as we were driving down there one day, okay, he looks over at the fucking swamp and he says, I can see a body, the spirit of a body that is, that was murdered there. And I'm like, motherfucker! Like I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask to be scared shitless this whole time. But he says there was a body in that lake, okay? Because he can see the spirit of the dead guy. Things are a little hazy in my memory. I don't want to make it wrong or anything, but I guess it doesn't matter at this point. But from what I recall, he said that guy was telling him that he had been murdered there on the side of that lake and his body was in there. Here's the fucked up thing. And I swear this is the truth, okay? My other friend. Now these two friends, they don't really talk to each other. You know, you have friends that you don't really talk to at times, you know? Or not talk to at times, but they don't like talk to each other at times. Another friend tells me they just fished a body out of the lake. And this is sometime later, a week, 2 weeks later. I'm like, what the fuck? And that's not the end of it, fellas. Guys, get your popcorns so that you'll have something to choke on. Because there's more. And here's another thing he told me that made me not even want to go in my own fucking house. Okay? He tells me that every house has a guardian spirit. I could deal with that. I could deal that every house has a guardian spirit. Makes sense, I guess. But here's the fucked up thing that he says. He points up to the corner of my room. We were at my house. He points up to the corner of my room and says, there he is. I'm like, motherfucker! What the hell are you trying to do? And he swears it's the truth. Have you choked on your fucking popcorn? Have you looked in the corner of your room? Right now, look at the corner of your room. There's your guardian just like sitting up there in the corner, watching you, making sure you don't do anything stupid. Because guardians of houses, from what he tells me, are perfectly fine. They're good. Because if they haven't fucked with you yet, they're there in your best interest. I go, fine, the ghost hasn't fucked with me. But I do things in my room I don't want anybody to see, whether paranormal or real. You know what I mean? I was a teenager. What do you want? Anyways, so the stories never end with this guy. Okay? So he says at his house was actually the burial ground of Indians. Okay? His house is built on the burial ground of Indians. So what he sees sometimes when he's eating, these little Indian kids, they would come and open his drawers and just leave. Oh my God. I mean, you know, at this point, you know, you have to look at a person skeptically, you know, if you want to, you know, weave out the truth and the lies. But he's my friend, and he's swearing on anything, and he hasn't lied to me before, and he seemed like the nicest guy. Everybody loves this guy. That's what you got to understand. People like him. He's good. He's a good person. He's not the brightest person, which makes his story seem even more legit. You know how to give the sixth sense to a little bit of the lesser of the IQ population, you know, like how only Hicks only Hicks see the UFOs, you know, shit like that. So, my hands are fucking frozen. I better get to my friend's house quick. But anyways, so how are you enjoying the story so far? Because that scared me. That's why I still remember them to this day, right? Like a story that you heard so long ago and you still remember it today. That story stuck with your ass. Now here, this will be my last story. And this is about the guy that I'm about to watch Sons of Anarchy with right now. This guy will not watch a scary movie. He's a grown-ass man. He will not watch a scary movie. His girlfriend likes scary movies, but she understands, you know? And this is why he won't watch a scary movie. When he was a kid, he had a radio in his room. And he would turn it off at times, and he swears that radio would just turn on by itself. Okay? If that happened to me, I don't even care. But, you know, my friend is of the, you know, he believes in the supernatural persuasion and stuff like that. To this day, I still don't believe in ghosts. But I'm not going to say there's no such thing as ghosts, you know, because I like to leave things open, you know, just in case. Like, I won't say an agnostic. No, it's not agnostic. It begins with an A, and I know you guys already know what I mean. Atheist. Yes, I won't say that I'm an atheist, because an atheist basically says, fuck you, there's no God, right? Well, I don't want to say fuck you, there's no God. How the fuck will I know? So I'll just say agnostic, which gives a little leeway, just saying, you know what, I haven't seen a God, I'm not sure if there is one, but I'm not gonna say there isn't one. That sounds pretty bit safe, right? So yeah, my friend and his radio just kept turning back on. And from that point, he swears that there's a ghost in his house, and he's been freaked out ever since. So, he will not watch a scary movie. We watch Sons of Anarchy, and what is that TV show, Horror Story? The commercial comes on, fast forward. Anyways, guys, I'm almost at his house. This is the exit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a little spook. I hope this records right. Every time I record something in my helmet, I don't know how it's gonna come out, but hopefully
M.O.A.R. Monkey on a rebel. 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 I see a monkey